Hello, everyone. Ghost of Hawaii here, Obaki Hunter. And I know it's been a while since I've actually, well, you and me engaged in conversation or did anything at all. I've been away. And just as an update for that, I'm not going to be back for about another month or so. But I wanted to take this time to, hi, Faye. Look, there's Faye out there. Faye, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to Ghosts of Hawaii. Genuine love. Hui. How are you? Hui to you too, my friend. Hope you are doing well. So yeah, I've been on vacation. Well, kind of like a vacation at the same time. It's like a healing process for several things that are going on in my life right now. What you see in front of you, though, and I will definitely do that. I will show you folks. What you see here was taken several years ago at a very famous haunted location, and there's several reasons why I'm on tonight. Okay, so just so you know, one of them is to show you this picture and explain or give an impression of why I think this picture is so important that you're looking at right now. And I'll give you kind of like a little zoom in of that. It's on a computer screen, but basically, if you look, you can kind of see the figure of a woman. This is on my Ghosts of Hawaii Facebook group that I have that Faye is part of. This is an enhancement of another photo that I had. So what I did was I just captured the photo, put it up on the screen. As you can kind of tell, there's like the head of a. It looks like a. Everyone tells me it looks like a woman, and that right over here in the middle is like the face. People have said that it looks like the face of a skull. And there's a story behind this picture right there. Again, I don't know if you can kind of see that. Go figure, I'm using a phone right now and I need to get a better phone. But yeah, that is rather creepy, folks. And you can kind of see that. That is creepy. That right there is holding on to this gate. You can kind of like see the face over here and the shoulders and everything. Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about them coming here, and you know what? I mean, when it comes to that, to each their own. My only discrepancy, my only difference of opinion is if you're gonna come here or anywhere and you're gonna do a convention, and you really want to get an important message out, what you should really be doing is not charging people an arm and a leg to do that. If you're okay, like with them, they have this mission statement that they're trying to help people with spirits and everything else. That's great. I'm all for that. We've done that type of work. Yes, $600. We've done that type of work. We've done spirit crossovers. But trust me, we do not engage in telling people, "Hey, show up with $600 and we'll give you something else besides that." No, stay on target. Stay on point with everything. With the work that you're doing. As an example, with this particular picture right here of what I believe to be a demonic entity taking at a very famous haunted location. This picture occurred after we were going to use holy water and blessings on a place where spirits were attacking possibly the ghosts of children. That's what showed up. Okay, what we did was we were going to do a blessing with holy water. We had a spirit box with us, and then out of the spirit box that we had, my friend had, it said, "Drink your own water," after we were going to use holy water. That's what showed up shortly after that. Trust me, there's a reason why I'm showing you this photo. There's a reason why we're talking about demonic activity. This is the night before Lent, so let's just dive into the topic. Let's get into the topic here. Now, I learned this the hard way. Doing the work that I do, I learned this the hard way. I was working with some people, and there's Irish Whiskey. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I was working with some people several years ago. I'm gonna say that something happened as a result of working with a certain group of people. And what happened was, and this was around Lent, right before Lent, demonic activity started to take place. As a matter of fact, I was affected by it, and I was drastically affected by it. This is why, when people come out there and they say, well, when we do this work, excuse me for moving the camera, when we do this work and we're using spirit boxes or whatever you want to use, whatever floats your haunted boat, please keep in mind that there are things like this out there. And if you want to get a better look at this picture, you can join my group. I'm not trying to advertise or advocate for my group. If you want to get a better look at this photo, and you will clearly see the face and everything here of this demonic entity, then you can join my group, Ghosts of Hawaii, hosted by Obaki Hunter. Same name as this channel on Facebook. And you can see in detail this face right over here. And my goodness gracious, you know how it is when you use a phone and you see all the lines and everything, but you can really see that face. And that wasn't the supernatural, folks. That was just my computer doing that. There's a face right there. You can see the hair. This place is haunted by a woman that attacks people, by the way. Very well known. So after we had done that thing and we were saying that we're going to bless the place and use holy water, it said, drink your own water. Boom. And I took this picture with a regular camera, nothing about it, a Sony Bridge, pointing it at this parking gate, and that's what came out. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, that was incredibly bad. What they say about birds of a feather and everything. I don't know if there's evil birds involved with that statement, but as a result of being in a certain place, possibly with a certain group of people, I'm not saying that was for sure, afterward there was an attack. It is a very strange looking picture. It truly is. Again, if you want to see it in really clear detail, on my screen I can see it clearly. You can see the face and everything right over there. Feel free to join my group, but that's the entity that's right there. I've shared it with some people in the paranormal and actually posted it in a Twitter post, and people were circulating this photo all over the place. Hi, Lovey. So this is the kind of things that happen. These are the type of entities that can and will attack you. Okay, these are the entities that can do that. I have very strange photos, folks. I don't show them always to people. These are the type of entities that can and will attack you. And yeah, it's not a good thing. I had to slightly enhance it so you can see the hair of the woman. If you look on my Facebook page, you can see the skull of the face, the skull face, and everything that's involved in that. And I went through this attack, and this is near Lent now. It started on the New Year's, and it lasted, and it went on to February, which on that particular year, years ago, was when we had Lent. During the course of this attack, this demonic oppression that was horrific. I'm telling you right now, be careful what you ask for and what you do, because trust me, you're not going to be able to handle that type of situation. I couldn't handle it. I had to go out and seek priests to help me with that. Yes, a priest to help me with the demonic activity that was going on. Oppression is a terrifying state to be in. It's right before possession. And these are the type of entities that are there. I have another picture that you don't see right now, where we were outside of a cemetery that is known for demonic spirits. And in the photo, there's like this giant arm flexing, bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger or whoever you want to think of as a bodybuilder, much bigger than that. And it's in the photo. It's clearly seen in the photo. And when we stepped out of the car after I took that photo, there was like these what looked like scratch marks on the outside of it. And that's a place that is known for demonic activity. The spirits that are there in one situation actually bit somebody badly. It looked like the bite needed stitches. Want me to point the camera in that direction? When you're out in these environments, you feel that creepy sensation, like someone is staring at you, or there's probably something around. So I kind of like pointed my camera in the area, and you can't really see her. Maybe you can kind of see this is part of a parking gate right here. You can see like the railing part right here, the metal part of the gate, and whatever this entity is holding on to the gate right there. So yeah, that popped up. I felt like I had to turn the camera around, and after it said drink your own holy water, whatever, I took the photo. That's what came out, and I'm glad that I still had the picture. You know, I've taken many photos over the years. Some of the pictures were lost due to unusual circumstances or just making a mistake, but this is the one of the ones that I kept. I have several others. In one of my other videos, you saw the one of the picture of the giant leg, extremely giant leg behind a tree. Yeah, and so this is another one of those strange pictures. Now, why do I bring this up to you about demonic activity, demonic spirits like this, and others that are out there that can definitely harm people? Why do I bring this up? It's because tomorrow Lent starts. And what I learned about my demonic attack was that during the time of Lent or holy seasons, these type of entities become very, very active. Working in situations where demonic spirits show up, they are very aggressive. They want to hurt you. They want to take you apart and laugh. That's a nice way of putting it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just letting you know if you want to see a clearer picture. Yeah, you know, Lewis, there's a very a clear, defined connection between demonic visitations and sleep paralysis. During the course of some investigations where we came across demonic type energies, one of them was at the scene of a famous murder. They pretty much came and they attacked me. So it's not the first time I've been attacked. But the one that occurred near Lent, and of course we all know tomorrow is Lent, that was a long attack. That was like several weeks. And you can't just say, oh God, take it away from me, and it works like that. It doesn't work that way. The priest that I talked to guided me through what was needed to be done to remove the oppression. Again, oppression is the state before demonic possession. So I was oppressed. That's a terrifying thing. Really, really bad. And I'm going to be honest with you, I almost lost my sanity. They push you that hard. And that's the thing that said, drink your holy water. You know, that's a very good question, Irish, because there's so much discussion on aliens and demons, and I think that everything can have a possibility to it, but it's the more digging up the evidence and going over it. It's more of seeing the effect of how the interaction is with people versus these types of entities, otherworldly entities. And after a while, you can kind of pick up on that. The one thing that I think needs to be looked at when it comes to these situations is demons are by nature very deceptive spirits. So there's so many classic examples of them taking on the shape of someone else or something else. A good book to read, again, is Deliver Us from Evil by Ralph Sarchie. In that book, going over cases of haunted houses, he talks about looking at the differences between something that is a ghost or something that is pretending to be a ghost. So again, spirits can use that, but I'm not, you know, I don't think we're ever 100% sure. But does the possibility exist? I think so. Again, we have to go over the evidence of what demonic spirits actually are. We need to go over that evidence. So, possible. Very, very possible. Let's see if I can you kind of see that? You can see what people tell me is that it's a screaming skull face in that right there. And do I have any other ones? Yeah, there was one that was taken at a place where people get possessed. I have that somewhere. I have to kind of like, because they're old photos, so I have to kind of like pop them out, the details with Photoshop, just enhance them a bit. I have another one from a place where people were possessed. Yeah, it does, Faye. Faye, I can take you there one night. As a matter of fact, Faye, text me if you want to go out sometime in the next several weeks after Lent. Right now is an extremely dangerous time for anyone to be out in the field based upon my experiences. And I don't want my experiences to become your experiences, folks. Greys are NPCs, but they are merely minions of a higher demonic entity called the Reptilian, and the higher up are the Alpha Draconian. Yeah, definitely, Lewis, that's a definite possibility. And yeah, Faye, let's make that happen. Let's honestly make that happen, and do that after, after the all clear signal, or we hope we get the all clear signal of a lessening of demonic activity over the next several weeks. And another thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad some of you are here right now, is I almost gave up this channel. I was going to give up the channel absolutely and completely. Yeah, to do that, Genuine Love. After the all clear, yeah. I was going to give up the channel. Oh, hi, Aaron. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I was going to give up the channel. I was going to give up everything. I'm not sure, but I'm going to tell you why. Is that, and I had a discussion with a friend of mine, that the more you do this, and the more you show people what you believe in, and you try to share that with other people, you're going to run into, there's names for these type of people, and they're not so nice. And you'd be surprised who is doing what as far as bashing is concerned. And if they're not doing it themselves, then they're sending people out to do it for them. And how do I know this? Is because I know these people rather well. And they are the devil in the details behind all of this stuff. And they were sending people to my channel. And, to be quite honest, I really don't let that get to me, except for one thing. Because I've been away from the paranormal. Hi, Aloha, it's good to see you. Because I've been away from the paranormal, I have no time for childish behavior. No time for childish behavior. Seriously, and I know people are playing games. Right? And the thing about trolls is, like, if we're doing this right now, and if I could do like a panel discussion, and I could have a troll pop up on my screen, like right over here, and talk to me, hey, let's do it, But when you choose to take the route of coming on my channel, and you're sending me notifications, and you're disturbing my day, it's almost like robocalls, and you do that, you're wasting my time. As a matter of fact, you're a waste of time with what you're doing. But don't waste my time. If you don't like what I'm doing, go somewhere else. A lot of people out there have to put on their adult diapers or whatever the heck that they need to function properly. I would love to have discussions with these people. Why do you need attention by acting so foolishly and childishly, and all because in some situations they don't want you doing what you're doing. They don't want to hear your opinion because they think their opinion matters. That's a very strong possibility, besides trolls overall. I really don't need it in my life. I really don't. Doing this, even just to get this photo, or whatever the case may be, with the work I do, it's not worth having to deal with people that are so narrow-minded in their opinions. And the best they can do is type some sarcastic words on a screen. Interesting, Lewis, you bring this up. I was working on a case where there was an accident involving a bus, and that ended up generating demonic activity as well. I'm not going to go too much into the specific details. It's because of the people that were killed, and demons showed up because of that. But I'm not saying that's the same thing as that, but it's interesting that you mentioned bus drivers and all this stuff too. Let me see what someone else is saying. Lately, I have been seeing some extraordinary, odd, and unusual things in the paranormal channels I follow lately. Do you think something is different as far as spirits and the veil? Genuine, I will do that. Genuine, I will do that. Very good question, Aaron. Yes, when I was more active several months ago and more into the YouTube community, which I'm kind of hesitant about now for my own personal reasons. But I noticed people that were doing live streams and they were having things, weird things happen. And then I seen people do strange things as well for the sake of the paranormal, and it accelerated things. So imagine that, what I just said. People doing things and causing cause and effect, but on a much larger level. You're not going to find that with everybody, but with some people, yeah. It's just like investing your time for the wrong reason into the wrong thing, and there's that cause and effect, oil and water, whatever you want to call it, right? So I think that this can generate that type of thing. Also, like how we talk about in situations with spirits and what they are drawn to, it's not only... Okay, bang. I had to remember, sorry about that, folks. I had to remember the old trick that you have to use to get back on the live stream. So let me tell you how that trick works. I'll tell you how the trick works. If you're whether it's because of ghosts or anything else that interrupts your stream, or it's a technical issue, we all know what YouTube has been going through lately. The way you do that is you get out of the actual live stream. For those of you that do live streams, and then you go back and you try to initiate a new live stream, it'll say that your stream was interrupted. Would you like to resume? Which I did resume, and bang, bang, boom, I'm back. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Welcome back to Ghosts of Hawaii. You know the drill. You know what goes on, but we're still here, aren't we? Let's see who's here. Shot Girl, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Faye is back. Anyway, this is going on. Yeah, so as far as Omar, Mosarji, and everyone else, I can't really honestly say what they're doing or how they're connecting. Spirits. I'm gonna probably have to bless the house again. Anyway, with these other people that are doing YouTube, it's not good to say anything about them. It's not good to say anything about people that are doing it, because of course you're gonna deal with retaliation. People are gonna lash out at you and everything else. And again, why should I go out on the limb with all of that? Of course, I can understand why people are saying this. Pokey, it's good to see you. Yeah, don't judge people. Exactly. I can see why people have their opinions, though, because some of it, I just don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, let's see. Does that work? Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. This is what happens when you use your freaking phone for this type of stuff, really. Again, I'm working. I could have used my my trail cam, or I could have done just a regular video, but I figured I'd interact with you folks. This is what happens when you do it live. You can't see it? You can't see that? Paranormal is stressful. I remember when I used to do just the things in the dark like this, or whatever, just in the dark, but now I'm just going to use my computer screen. By the way, I was out with Pokey. Oh, Pokey, when were we out? A couple of weeks ago. Thank you. I can imagine that, Genuine Love, and I think Genuine Love, I thank you for that. Paranormal is stressful. We were out several weeks ago, and we went to last Saturday. Thank you, Pokey. We went out last Saturday, and that was an interesting night. I know me and Pokey at one point. This is what happens when you go out to haunted places. Oh, cemetery investigations can be very intense. I was sitting with Pokey outside of the haunted bathroom. Yes, there was a haunted bathroom there. And we were having a discussion about the place that we had gone to visit. It was interesting. Very, very interesting. It's just that overall impressions. Things did happen, definitely, and the energy was weird. And that's all I can say about where me and Pokey were sitting down in front of this haunted bathroom that was part of a bigger place. But yes, I saw Pokey about a week ago, and we were hanging out. And Pokey, we got to do it all over again. But like I've been telling everybody, please be careful if you're going to do the paranormal during this particular time. It's not a good idea. And see, this is what I worry about. It's not Omar, it's not Mosarji. It's people that are going out there with a personal motive that is to kind of more or less make themselves famous and not trying to get the right message out there to people, because they will go out there and they will try to get people interested in demons and all this other things, not realizing that we who have dealt with this, you know, it's a lot different at times than what you see on television or even on YouTube. It is so different. 3 a.m. challenge videos are 3 a.m. I have talked to my haunted doll at 3 a.m. with various results. You know, I mean, I've been up at 3 a.m. Sometimes things happen, sometimes they don't. I've been to haunted places at 3 a.m. Sometimes things happen and they don't. But when, okay, I'm just saying this, and I'm just saying, when you constantly do 3 a.m. challenges, and every single time you are doing those 3 a.m. challenges and something is happening, either one, and it's most likely you're putting on a show for people, or two, you may have too many things around you and you should think otherwise. Exactly, Irish. Exactly. That's what I think. Anyone can have them, and they're, you know, to each their own. But when each and every time you're doing something, and I've seen some ridiculous ones too, to be honest. I'm not saying who or what did it, but if you're constantly getting 3 a.m. videos out there and you're constantly getting reactions from spirits or demons, whatever you think is going on, number one, it is their time. It's 3 a.m. That is their time. You know, I've been to places where demonic activity is there. Everything happens in threes and it goes crazy. And then there's the other thing where I've been up at 3 a.m. and I've done things, not a dang thing happens. So either one, you're showcasing, or two, you shouldn't be doing it to begin with because you're messing with the wrong time of the night, or you have something around you. So it's one of those three things. I'm not going to pinpoint and say which one it is. I'm not going to do that. So that's my thoughts on that. Who took your name, Shot Girl? But yeah, that's my opinion, folks. That's what I think about it. And like I said, I say this without judging anyone. There's no names attached to that. Pokey, remember we were talking about near where you live? That's all I'm going to say. So, Pokey, remember we were talking about near where you live, the area that you live in. Think of it as your neighborhood, but not exactly where you live. But hey, I'll tell you off camera. Yes, Pokey. Yes. That's, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Now, that's where this was taken. If you go onto the Ghosts of Hawaii, hosted by Obaki Hunter Facebook page, this picture is currently up there. This face is clearly well defined. It's hard to see because cameras don't work good with computer screens. And you can see like this skull face with the mouth open and everything. It looks totally bizarre. It's actually frightened a few people. It really, yeah. But yeah, Pokey, it's in your, this particular spirit or ghost was photographed after trying to use holy water, and something said to drink the holy water in your neighborhood, nearby. Not completely near, Pokey, but yeah, the district that you live in. Let's just go with that. That's where that was taken. So again, if you want to see a really clear picture of this, you can join the group if you like. I'm not saying you have to. Yeah, it's tall. It's freaking tall, and it's holding on to a parking gate. This is the parking gate right over here, and I had to, like, you know, pop out the details. So, but it's holding on to that. Oh, by the way, Shot Girl, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope Francis is doing well. Like I said, I'm on leave right now from the paranormal, and I still got to make some other decisions. But I do not. And if people want to share this information, because I'm sharing it with you, that's fine. If not, that's okay. I will not do. I miss you guys too, Shot Girl. I would not do anything paranormal during the time of Lent. Now, Lent starts tomorrow and ends on Easter. Spirits, I telling you now, in Hawaii we say no joke. During the time of Lent, when I was doing another investigation, this demonic entity showed up in the middle of the day with glowing green eyes. I'm telling you, I'm not joking about this. It looked like a person till it turned around and looked at you. Middle of the day, looks like a person, not like this, but like a person. And that demon had glowing green eyes, okay? That was during Lent. I have stories about Lent and demonic activity. So that's the reason why I came out here to do this video, is to kind of more or less, that's why I believe I try my best with it to be, if you're going to be real about this, try to put a message into what you're doing and share that with people so they have an idea of what's going on. Because, man, demons, you know, people think Hollywood, they think, oh, wow, you know, it's interesting to see the person's head twirling, you know, 180, 360, whatever, spewing pea soup and everything else, levitating. It's so much worse than that. I wish you could, again, see more of the detail of this face. Again, it's on my Facebook page. And this thing is screaming. It's the face of a skull, and it's screaming. Probably at me, saying the same thing about drink your own holy water or something like that. That's why I'm here, because it's this time of year. And I would say you should be very vigilant. Do not be paranoid, but pay attention to anything that's odd that's happening. Don't mess with spirit boxes and everything during this time. I had spirit boxes, demons, Satan, hell, you name it. All these terrible words come out, and terrifying things happen once those words are said. I'm not saying, you know, I'm going to burst your bubble and there's no one nice talking on spirit boxes, but gee, these and other things are out there, and they're there to mess with you and take over you. And of course, you can probably figure out, since I'm talking about demons, what the end result of what these things do is. You know what that end result is. And I know you don't want that to happen. I really know you don't want that to happen to you or your loved ones or anything else like that. And that's why I honestly feel that it's not just a matter of me, but if you're going to be working in the paranormal, get a good message out there. Let people know what's going on. Yeah, seriously, Louis. There's been a lot of stuff going on, guys. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Weird dreams, weird things, you name it, it's been happening. It's been happening. Yeah, and you know, yes, crimes and everything else, some of them are related to the occult. They're actually occult crimes that take place. Man, if I could sit people down and tell them stuff, how you can tell when these things are happening. I don't know. Look what's going on with my live feed. YouTube never did this before. I am not the exception to the rule. There's a lot of people that are trying to do live streams that get cut off. I'm sure YouTube is tweaking things, but what if there's an outside source involved with all that? No, you're not. You're genuine. I don't think you're jinxing yourself at all. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or initiating the wrong thing, which is always the wrong time. Does that make sense? Initiating it. Obviously, what does this picture represent as well? What does that photo represent? I made a big mistake. This isn't something to be proud of when something like this shows up and tells you drink your own holy water. Now, there's nothing to be proud of. You know, some of these photos are terrifying. But the one that people saw of the giant, that giant leg, that's not something to be proud of. I'm glad I got away from this. I'm glad I got away from a lot of things. You know. Oh, you've been playing the elevator group. Yeah, see, they can get you. How long ago was the pic? Pokey, this was taken about 2 years ago when the group had another name, and I had some of my friends come out with me, and one of my friends wanted to get near this one extremely well-known haunted place, and that's one of the things you got to be careful of too. When a haunted place has a reputation, of course we get drawn to it. All I'm saying is just be very careful with what you do, what you say, what you're using, and everything else that goes along with it, because whenever you're dealing with the paranormal and with demons and whatever else, you're in uncharted territory. And this was with several people about 2 years ago in your neck of the woods, Pokey. And that was about 2 years ago when that happened. And it was late at night. As a matter of fact, this was after 2 o'clock in the morning, which is a lot of times when activity for demons and everything else starts to accelerate and to pick up. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Pokey, are you being followed? I didn't know. That's a good question, Irish. Pokey, are you being followed by some kind of, well, I don't know what you're being followed by. See that a little bit better, but again, I don't want to encounter these things that I photograph. You know, I just don't want to encounter them. But then again, this was after 2 o'clock in the morning. I try to block it when it happens. Pokey, if you ever want to talk about if it's anything like ghosts or spirits or anything else, you do know that we're always here, man. We're always here. That's one of the reasons why I even do my live video feeds, because I had people come on and, you know, just want to talk. But, you know, privately is good. No problem. If you want to. There's a lot of weird paranormal games. There's a lot of weird. You'd be surprised what gets haunted. Did you know that YouTube has haunted videos? Did you know that there's haunted websites? A lot of things can get haunted. And you don't want the ghost in your machine. I even have a story that I shared about a spirit, a picture of a spirit that tried to get out of the computer and did a bunch of crazy things in someone's house. So, and in case you're wondering what that noise is, it's my roommate. For those of you that are wondering. Oh, I know where the railroad is. Excuse my hand. That's my hand. It's not a ghost. I know about the railroad. That place, the railroad that you're talking about, I know where that is located. It's a museum. And as a matter of fact, Pokey, we were talking about the railroad. Yeah, Pokey is straight up. He uses cameras, and yeah, I gotta give Pokey credit. He'll go right up to things that are crazy. Yeah, we were talking about that, Pokey, and we were talking about that one particular spirit that could be a demon as well. We were also talking about that too. Yeah, we go back to that place because that spirit is in the back of the train station, and it messes with people a lot. Well, you can do that too. A small crystal in your, your underwear. I didn't know. You see, that's why I'm glad I can talk to people, because I don't know what people do with crystals. I don't actually use crystals myself. It's not something that I like to use. So, but yeah, if you want to do that, Pokey, and stick one in your underwear during a thunderstorm, I don't know what'll happen. Or in your near your unmentionables. But to each their own when it comes to that. To each their own. If you want to use crystals to deal with spirits and everything else, you know, do what you want to do with that idea. Run with the idea. I'm not endorsing running with the idea of that at all. I know the paranormal is extremely dangerous. I don't know if people like Faye is still on, my friend Faye, but some people that have come out with me, we've experienced how terrifying that reality is. In fact, people like Faye and Pokey and a few other people that I work with, we've managed to get evidence. As a matter of fact, if you guys like, check on Faye's YouTube channel, and she has some interesting evidence as well. But that's a little bit different when you're in a brightly lit place versus some of the places where me and Faye and Pokey have gone to. No, yeah, I'm kind of like in that chill mode. That makes sense. It's like, take a break, try not to think too hard about this stuff, and just live your life without getting involved with it. Yeah, I'll do more on the Aaron, addressing your question, which says a Sasquatch hunter from PA last month came here, said she found them in Ka'ava, Wahiwa, Moana Loa last month. She said they got here through portals. We'll talk more about Kanaka Nunui, the giant of Nu'uanu, in the future. Heck yeah, I did, Faye. It made a huge difference. Oh, okay, I didn't even know you had a cross like that. Oh, sorry, I have to have a long drink of water. Huh. Sometimes, when I do the paranormal, it's like I gotta get something into me that's clean and pure, and nothing is more clean and pure than water. My bottle's right there. Oh. But yeah, we'll talk about Kanaka Nunui. We'll talk about that giant creature that has been roaming around, and this is not the first time that there's been a giant creature sighted. As a matter of fact, Pokey, I believe, yeah, Pokey was there one night. Faye was there one night. We know where this creature hangs out, and we've experienced the creature before. We've actually seen very large red eyes, about, I don't know, 12, 15 feet in the air, standing behind some trees. But there's been more than that happening, and if you go back at some of my videos again, you'll see some of that stuff. But yeah, we've experienced things that are like Bigfoot here. Yeah, see, it's getting weird here in Hawaii. All right, yeah, he was big, dude. He was big. And you know what? If he showed up, I don't think I'd be there trying to film him. When we first encountered the giant of Nu'uanu, that particular spirit, who could be a demonic spirit as well, we pretty much ran for our lives. But yeah, that's what happens, man. You curiosity, right? Curiosity is your biggest freaking enemy at times in the paranormal. You can be your own worst enemy in the paranormal. Sometimes you get too curious, you get too close. You get close to the stove, you're gonna get burned, and that's how it works. Hey, Louis, that's pretty cool. You were in Kailua, not too far away from us. If you ever come here again, let me know, and I can hook you up with some people here in the paranormal in the islands that we can, if you want to go and visit some places. And yeah, it is, well, genuine. It's scary. These spirits, they're no joke, and it's going to get much more active. And there's Hawaiian Hauntings. There you go. Let's see how close it is there. You see that, Rini? Oh, there's Hawaiian Hauntings. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible, legendary, the always fascinating Joe Punohu from, thank you, Rini, from Hawaiian Hauntings. Good to see you, Joe. We were just talking about when we went out to Barbara's Point. Interesting energy that we felt there, and our impressions of that energy. It was a great night. It was a great night. Very interesting. Well, I don't know what to say. It's different. Every place is different. This place where we were at, that was different. That really was different. Yeah, it does. It really does. If you go on my... There, how's that? Can you see it now? It's like a skull face and its mouth is open. Yeah, Joe knows about that photo as well. That's just a bad spirit. Just a bad spirit. When they tell you to drink your own holy water, and like I said, I wouldn't want to meet that. Would you want to meet that? I wouldn't want to meet that. I take these photos and I think about like, oh my goodness, these things are around us. Did I really experience that? And bingo, there's your source for whatever it could be talking to you, or whatever the case may be, and with whatever's happening. That's an idea of that. And like I said, I just highlighted it a bit. You can really see the details, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and everything. Yeah, you can, of course, be my guest to do that. Take a picture of that. Get a screenshot, folks, while you can, if you want. And pulling back. There you go. Yeah, I don't like, I mean, I can see it better from my angle. It's the interaction between camera and computer screen. But again, as I told my group, to folks, be very, very dang careful. People have said that too about the small skull next to her face, but to be honest, this is the real big concern. This is the real big concern. What's here is this is like pretty much there without matrix. Another one is a possibility. Yeah, of course you know about the laptop. Yeah, it's a decent laptop, and I had to get the photo to put it up there because every once in a while I want to show you guys photos that are connected to a topic that we may engage in, as in with this right here. This is like the catalyst, and everything else that we talk about, it kind of like swirls around it with, you know, our discussions that we do have and everything else. Is this smiling? Let's take a closer look. Are you smiling? Are you smiling? I think it at the right angle. Are you smiling? Perhaps it is. I don't want to drink holy water or anything else like that. Only a demon would say that. And like I said, Pokey really wanted to know where this was at. I don't know if Pokey's still watching, but I think now that I told Pokey, he has an idea. And if Pokey, if you want to go to the place of this person that hangs out there and says all kind of evil things. Yeah, the ghost has long hair. You can see it right there. Take a look. It's like a wahine, a woman. You could be. Joe has a lot of amazing photos as well. This is what happens when you go out. You know, especially like I said, you were talking about 3 a.m. earlier, and this was near 3 a.m. after 2 o'clock in the morning. Usually, activity, from what I've actually learned and studied, is between 9 and 6. Yeah, definitely. We'll get a core group. We'll get the people I trust, like Joe and a few other people that are very well experienced in these type of situations. Matter of fact, Joe's been here. Joe's been to this place, and Joe knows about it. We've actually walked around in this area. But yeah, I mean, we can do that. Yeah, Irish, exactly. That's exactly what a lot of people see and experience with this. They see someone with long hair and everything else. So just thought I'd yeah, dude, there's footsteps, and isn't that a classic example of spirits when you think about it? It's okay. Kitty cats. I got kitty cats around me, so if you hear a meow, that's what that is. There's footsteps and all kind of strange things that are classic examples of spirits when they show up. Very, very. Yeah, there's kitty cats here. There's a few kitty cats. There's 2 kitty cats, and I feel safe with kitties. They can sense if something is going on. As a matter of fact, they've actually seen things. Like they look at something that you can't see. They just look at it, and you're like, "What are you looking at?" You know, if you had a cat before, you know what I'm talking about. But my roommate has a cat, and I have a cat, and that's double the goodness when you have that in your home, because they have to be like spirit security, you know. And I also think spirits don't like cats because cats have their own way, their presence, and everything else. And I'm not a cat. I can't deal with this. Yeah, yeah, well, Joe, isn't that a comforting thought that Hawaiian Hauntings just shared? I feel that cats will watch the ghost inquisitively as it attacks you. Dogs will bark at their own shadows. That was funny. But yeah, all joking aside, they're very interesting to watch their interaction with things. Why did Dice pop up? Oh, by the way, again, folks, let's encourage checking out. How many of you out there have channels that are active on YouTube? If you have a channel that's active on YouTube, you know that this is a place to express that. I know Irish Whiskey does, and everyone else. Go check out each other's channels. Go on Facebook, check out Hawaiian Hauntings, and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's very interesting. Irish has really good content as well. You folks should check into. But that's why we're here. We share our opinions. Sometimes evidence. We have topics and everything. And once in a while, I'd be like, I want to get on. I want to talk to you guys, but I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things that are going on. And because of what I have going on, I'm not going to add this to my equation. Should I add that to my equation? I don't think I should add that to my equation right now. So better to not have to deal with that directly. And that's why I've been, away and everything. And again, I'm not going to be doing anything during Lent. And I just don't want something to happen. I don't. Once was enough. I will maybe a heart emoji here, a heart emoji there, and thank you, Shako. I appreciate that. I can add one right here, the heart emoji, heart emoji. Yeah, I can do stuff like that. I'll tinker with this maybe. I just hope that I don't hear rattling on my door, because there's a real interesting correlation between spirit photography and spirits coming to visit you, which I pretty much am positive that we don't like the spirits that kind of like hitchhike, follow you home, and chaos happens. You folks are so cool. Rini and Genuine and Shark Girl and Lewis and Aloha and Hawaiian Hauntings and everyone else that's here right now watching this, and Pokey too. Pokey, if you're still watching, you see you got your fans going now, Pokey. Your fans want more Pokey, and you should give it to them. If I saw a duck face skull lady, I would wonder if the LSD I took back in the 1980s has come back to haunt me. Man, that's what I would be thinking. Not a spirit haunting me, but... Oh, you guys still do the live thing on the phone. Gee whiz. See, I miss all that stuff, Shark Girl. And I hope, I can catch you folks live and everything else, and do some more live things somehow in the future. Maybe I'll film a snail moving across the road and see how long it takes this. Something different. I don't know. Dave, thank you. I might or might not be doing stuff during Lent as far as discussions. I definitely won't be out in the field. It's gonna have to wait until after Lent. But I might be coming out here and there. On your show? Yeah. Shako has a late night. What do you have, Shako? You have like a late night gathering of friends and everything else too. And also, by all means, though I'm not on her channel right now because I've been staying away, this is a rare bird for me to be about talking to you folks and everything on a live stream. But check out Frances Urban Spirit Vlogs and give her some love and support. From what I hear, she's going through some stressful things, so go out there, give her some love and support. And great stuff, folks. You guys got great stuff. Lewis, you had a grizzly bear sleeping next to you and we're worried about Bigfoot. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, was it what's her name? She's on my Facebook, Genuine. She's on my Facebook. Diane or something, I think. The purple, the purple, the purple seer, I think she's called, or something like that. I'm glad to hear, Francis. Deborah Varner. Varner, yeah, she's on my Facebook. I think she's in my group as well. She's amazing. The purple mystic. She's absolutely incredible. Oh, you gotta check out Paranormal Portal. I haven't been on Paranormal Portal. I haven't been on anything. So it's been fair to everyone. I haven't been on anyone's channel. I haven't been doing anything at all. It's not like I'm being showing favor to one group or another. I might pop in and watch someone real quick, and then I gotta go and take care of other things. I want to go to Kauai. Set me up, my friend. Genuine, set me up. Set me up with something in Kauai, because I know there's like Cocoa Palms and a couple of other places that are haunted. I have a friend that's from over there. Yeah, see, if that's the case, if it's good airfare, bam, gotta go and do that. If they go to the outer islands, Hawaiian Hauntings and Faye, make it so. Who said that? Who said make it so? You figure it out. But make it so. And I would love to do that. I heard of Spectral Wolfpack. Who was it? All Star Channel? Something like that? All Star Channels or something said that. I haven't been around. $29? I mean, it's almost like catching the bus. If the freaking plane fare is $29, it's like catching the bus practically. Matter of fact, a bus pass will cost you more than $29. Seriously. But I would like to go to Kauai and check it out. Aloha, Ray J. Are you from Kauai too? Good to see you. Oh, that's crazy. I gotta go check this out. Seriously, I gotta go look and see and book flights and visit places. That is insane, Hawaiian Hauntings. What is going on with all of this stuff? What does it happen when money is invested into other things right now? But I mean, I will go. Maybe next month I'm gonna be buying some tickets. Yeah, I know. Isn't that genuine? I didn't know about that. $29. Oh, Ray, thank you so much, my friend. There'll probably be more stuff later on. We definitely go to places. We go in the moment with what's going on. Working on getting better equipment. And I'm going to try and add some ghost stories. I know people love my ghost stories. So I'm going to try and add some my ghost stories from people that have shared things with me, personal experiences, all that kind of stuff. I'll be putting that back on the channel. Oh, I do. Old Maui High, Eagle Valley, Mackenzie, and a couple of other places from Maui. That's sad. That's very sad, Aaron. That is. Oh, yeah, there's some stories about Lanai. I know people that got that. Pokey, are you still here? Yeah, I need a trip. I need a trip. I need to go to an outer island with Pokey and Joe and whoever else. And besides, doing paranormal stuff, I think we need like an 18-pack or a case of beer. And we need just to let loose. That's what I think. Ghost stories told in a pineapple field. Now that's crazy. I like that idea. I really do. We can do the ghost stories in a pineapple field. Matter of fact, I know a couple of stories about a haunted pineapple field. Yes, this is what happens when you do the paranormal for a very long time. And again, that's that spirit. Take a look right there, folks. I can't pull back. That's right, bro. We just go sleep at Eagle Valley, man. We just go sleep over there. Matter of fact, me and Joe like the idea of just living on the edge, so why not do that? Yeah, me and Joe wanted to do the 100 candles thing. We wanted to. That's a Japanese tradition. You do that usually during the summertime, and when it's the season of ghosts, you do the 100 candles. So we might be able to do 100 candles. That's good. The stories have to be incredibly fast. If you can do 100 candles, one ghost story per candle. Boom, 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 boom. But you gotta be fast when you do the ghost stories. Maybe pretty quick. Thank goodness we don't have snakes here. The biggest snake we have, check it out. Shot girl is about that big. That's the biggest snake we have here in Hawaii. It's about that big. It's called the Hawaiian snake. I want to see what AJ said. My workplace here in Kauai is haunted big time, but we just tell them to excuse us as we are working. No disrespect, and they can come back later when we work. And that's how you do it. You show them some manners. Hopefully they show you some manners. And yes, there's the politician. That is the biggest snake as well. Yes, I'm going. Aloha, just to let you know, there's 2 trips that are planned for the Big Island. One is happening this summer, and then I'm returning for a part 2, which is why I got to get a camera in the next couple of months for it. And I will for that. I also take my infrared with me. There's going to be one in September. So 2 trips to the Big Island. So that's going to be interesting to go up there because that's a big place. A lot of haunted places. Wow. One of them will be just to unwind, let my brain go and not think about things. The other one will be visiting places as well. So 2 trips to the Big Island. Yeah, there's going to be videos that come out of that, definitely. I went one time. I really, really regret what happened because for some reason my memory card disappeared, and I had videos of places on the Big Island, or one place in particular that you can no longer get to. You can no longer go there because of what happened with the volcano activity, and it's gone. It just vanished. That's what happens when we do this stuff. Weird things happen. Oh, that's cool, man. Irish, where did you get that from, dude? Kilauea is beautiful. Unfortunately, you can't get near these places now. Before, you could go near the volcano at night. I tell you, there's nothing like getting near a volcano at night. There's a kind of that. See, now I can see her clearly. Every once in a while, I do that. You can really see her clearly. Oh, that is so... Now that I'm holding it the right way, that is crazy. Anyway, pull back from that. I don't know why I keep... Go back and look at that, but I guess I have never seen it in detail before. But yeah, there's places like that on the Big Island. The volcanoes are haunted, everything. Joe, we can do like a heart with the name Amanda in there. You know, we can do that and see what happens. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I mean, where my friend lives in Hilo, I used to go and visit him, and from where he was at, because he was like elevated up on a mountain, you could see like the glow from the volcano and everything. And now it's all different over there. She could be a succubus, or she could be, heck, she could be anything. She can be whatever she wants to be. Look at that. Look at that look. I can be whatever I want to be. That's crazy, Aaron. It is, Louis. Amanda is a really good name for a ghost, I guess. Night Marcher, no, it's not wearing a helmet. It's not carrying a torch or something like that, but who knows? I think it's a demon too. That's why I chose this photo to talk about demonic activity and during this particular time period. Hopefully it ends or it slows down after Easter. But is that a demon? I don't know. Yeah, not that. I've seen only one video. I don't know if Pokey or Joe saw it, but it was circulating on online about 3 years ago, where someone had like dogs barking in their yard. It was like early in the morning, and this guy went outside with his camera, and there was like this single torch, just this one torch in the video, and then all of a sudden it expanded into other torches. That was scary. That, I think, is a night marcher. Yeah, it's. I mean, I wish I could. Darn, if you go on timelines on Facebook, right, you have to go back several years. But this particular piece of video footage of this man that came outside to check on his dog early in the morning, and this one torch turned into like a circle of torches. That was on for a while. It was on Facebook. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube. You can try and see if that pops up on YouTube. But that's the most convincing evidence that I've seen video-wise of a night marcher type manifestation going on. Oh, YPO Valley on Big Island, right? Yeah, you might try and searching for that. Yeah, it's really it's crazy. It'll make you think about dogs barking and everything else late at night. I'm fortunate. I love cats. Cats are quiet. Cats are cool. Love them. They cuddle. They do all kind of neat stuff. I'm admitting to liking cuddling cats on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, if I can find it too, I'll see what I can do. But if you can't find it on YouTube, you might be able to find it on Facebook. And you're a very lucky person. I never wanted it to happen. I can say that people are affected by spirits or whatever you want to call is out there. Everyone has their own viewpoint on them, but they can affect you. Yeah, I love cats, Louis. I do. We have to go live in a night marcher place one night. No, me and Joel sometimes we are edgy and the pursuit of the paranormal. So we are in locations that the possibility of night marchers are very, very real. I have a video of the sound of the drums of the night marchers, the pahu. I got a video of that. You can hear the sounds of that. And you don't want to encounter that or the conch shell or torches. Yeah, you got to keep the energy light, man. I mean, there's been some times when we've been doing these live streams and things get kind of weird, crazy, whatever the case may be, or even when we're out and together in the field. But if we gotta laugh, we gotta kind of go off to the side because we don't want to upset whoever's there. Yeah. These particular, it's funny because if you follow the idea behind the night marchers, right? The most terrifying spirits we have in Hawaii, by far, or one of the most. They go according to Hawaiian cultural beliefs, and I also believe that they kind of may even follow at times maybe even the moon itself, because the moon can be a great conduit for situations involving ghosts. If it's going to generate something that looks like Bigfoot, who knows what else it can do, right? So definitely true, Joe. Definitely. Yeah, you're lucky. These are bad situations. I know of a woman who shared with me this story of an actual encounter with the night marchers on the Big Island. This is at a resort, a very posh, well-known resort, and she didn't want to tell me the name of the place. But during the course of the story, no one had told them, and this is always a problem with night marchers, that the resort was on the pathway of these spirits, and it got pretty nasty. The spirits wanted to take someone away, and that's one of the traits of the night marchers. At times, not always, is wanting to take somebody away, and that happened in this story that was shared with me. I can only share some of the details right now. Could be egrets. Egrets are also tall and white. They could be mistaken for Yeti. No, yeah, if you know, like Joel knows the knights as well. But again, I believe that there are exceptions to the rule that could possibly exist. You know, there are people that get very sensitive about ghosts in Hawaii, and they're going to be like, no, you got to follow this. This is how it works. Well, then, by gosh darn it, you haven't been out in the field as much as some of us have been out in the field, and we're not even trying to look for night marches because that's freaking suicide. And these type of phenomenon take place, and they're not on the nights that are specified. You know, it's one big question mark. No, don't ever look at them. Don't get near them. Leave the area if they show up. Seriously, be so much happier. You know, you won't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or anything like that. You won't lose your mind, in other words, when you're dealing with the night marches and stuff. But other than that, folks, I mean, I'm really going to try and come back and do some more videos in the future. But as of right now, I just want a pina colada or a blue Hawaii or a Mai Tai or a beer or whatever the case may be, and just chill. And I need that. That's why going to the Big Island serves two purposes. And if airfare is 29 bucks, by gosh darn it, or you can send 4 people to Maui for 400 bucks, I want in on that. That's what I want in on. Oh, you're very welcome, Aaron. I mean, I had to, especially right now before. One more look at that. Anyway, before everything can possibly be easy, I wanted to come back and, you know, talk with you folks, and also, you know, just share my thoughts and opinion on demonic activity near this time of the year. Again, folks, be very careful. Be very safe out there. And one thing I tell people too is don't be paranoid. Just be aware of possibilities that could happen with spirits. Yeah, you know, I'm sure she has her own she has her own price. I don't know if it's 29 bucks to go across the River Styx, but maybe she does charge that amount. I'm not sure. You know what it is too, I think, is the interaction between this and this. Let's see if I can do it again, though. One last look. One last look. That really looks like a freaking... that really looks like someone. Yeah. That really looks like... Isn't that a person? Yeah, I mean, Rick, you bring up a good point. You gotta be respectful to this. You know, you gotta be sensitive to culture and everything else too, and besides safety above all else. But Ray, good point with that as well. Again, you know, if I go to when I go to the Honor Islands, if I go to Kauai, any of you Kauai people out there, let me know. Yeah, I'll come on YouTube before I go on a trip, and if you can somehow guide me to places, I would appreciate that, because I know Kauai is one of the places I want to go and visit. Again, I've been to Kauai before, but that was years ago, and that was just for, you know, sightseeing and stuff. I still want to do that. There's some nice places to check out. Kauai is beautiful. You know, first time I went there, I couldn't leave. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to Kauai, Maui, Big Island. I would love to go to Lanai. All these places have unreal ghost stories, unreal hauntings that go on in these places. So, but you got to find them. So I gotta go ahead and see if I can find them and stuff. And kind of oh, sure. I will, you know, if you guys can direct me to some places when I go up there, please do. Please let me know about places up there. we can get together. And yeah, definitely find a way to stay in touch, Facebook or otherwise, and probably check out some grinds and everything else. And if you can direct me to there was a beautiful bar that I went to, and it had great Chinese food. It was in Hanalei. I actually saw buffalo in Hanalei. You know, American buffalo? I saw bison or whatever you call it in Hanalei when I went years ago. I even went on the Nepali coast boat tour and everything when I went up there. We stayed at the Princeville. Yeah, I don't know if the buffalo is still there, but the buffalo roam. But yeah, there was buffalo there when I went. So I'm looking forward to going back. Yeah, well, on the Big Island we got American buffalo. They have them there. But yeah, I would love to stay in contact, and I'm sure even people like Hawaiian hauntings and such want to probably go and investigate the outer islands as well. So maybe we can do a collab on that and go out there and visit. Joe, you're giving me all these other ideas, man. You're throwing in all kind of things into the picture, but I don't know, buffalo burgers. I heard they're pretty good. The Cowboy Inn Bar in Pearl City. I keep getting all these different little things that go on. People are sharing very interesting information with me. I now have to find the infamous Cowboy Inn Bar in Pearl City. Are you talking about not Stuart Anderson's, right? That's a good place to eat. Hawaiian hunting. Joe, you can change it to Hawaiian haunting if you like. Yeah, I can. Well, Joe, you want to change your name to Hawaiian huntings? You can do that too. On Kauai, yeah. I mean, Big Island, you can hunt wild pig. But I don't want to hunt wild pig. Wild pigs are scary. But it's stuff to think about, man. You guys giving me all these ideas. So let's run with these ideas. Let's see what we come up with. I got to do some videos on the other islands. So as many places I can visit, that's fine. Even if we're just going to look at Buffalo. Dixie Bar and Grill. Dixie Bar and Grill, is that it? Irish whiskey? Yeah, things can get scary. Especially when people want to hunt buffalo. I don't want to get near large animals, my friends. I'm not that person. Kalua pig and Lala. Wild pig spirits. You know, this is the paranormal. Anything is possible, I'm sure. Could be. Only Bigfoot. Well, you know, Joe, I don't know if that person, who said it earlier? Was it Lewis or somebody? I don't have to scroll so far back, trying to keep up with chat. There was a Bigfoot hunter here. Was it last month or something like that? Said they saw Bigfoot in Moanalua and Waianae, I think. And there's a portal here. So think about that, Joe. There was a Bigfoot hunter that saw Bigfoot in Waianae and Moanalua and one other place. Aaron, thank you, Aaron. Yeah, 3 places, right? That Bigfoot was seen here on the island of Oahu. And the person said there's a portal involved. At this point, Ka'ava. I was talking about, to Joe or someone about Ka'ava. But yeah, there you go. 3 places. You've seen Bigfoot. I know that Kanaka Nui, that giant dog-headed thing, is, well, it might be. Could be. It could be. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know if people get that big and hairy. And Wahiawa by the reservoir. Now, you're talking about, there was a story about hairy giants that were seen at Lake Wilson, which is in Wahiawa. A very famous storyteller, Glenn Grant, spoke about that. And yeah, it's because they're high and they forget to cut their hair. They're up for weeks at a time, probably. But there was sightings of an entity with long hair in Wahiawa at Lake Wilson, but this was years ago. Very interesting stuff. Now you guys got me thinking about Bigfoot and everything else. First it was buffalo, now Bigfoot, and now, as Aaron said, hippies. No, these things were big, like 15, 20 feet tall. and they were like they had this unearthly scream that I'm sure made everybody pee their pants. Oh no, that Pokey. That's a good point. There is a green lady in Wahiawa, but these were giant, 10, 15 foot tall creatures. One was male and one was female that was seen. And some people and people that watch this that don't want to say who they are, if they do watch it, are probably going to mutter under their breath when I say Aikanaka. But that wasn't a story. It was called, some people think it's Aikanaka. That's what these entities were. Yeah. Lake Wilson, for some reason, also has Filipino vampires, the Walk Walk. They're actually seen by the bridge. Reports that from people that talk about it and have actually told me about it. Filipino vampires. You know, Irish, why not? Let's just throw everything into the picture. But you don't think, you believe in the little people but not the big ones, is what you're saying, Aaron. More or less, I guess. But hey, you know what? Again, anything is possible. You know, and I just don't want to run into them. That's the only part. Sorry, I had to have some water. Are you talking about the giants, the Capri? Yeah, the Capri. The Filipinos that I talk to say Capri. They don't say anything else but that. That's how they pronounce it. And yeah, Joe is on point with that too. As soon as you said that, that's the spirit that lives in. As a matter of fact, me and Joe, many years ago, both wrote interesting stories about that. Joe shared a story and I shared a story. And that was really cool. But son of a gun, freaking Facebook holds on to these things now if you write them in notes and everything. But I know the story anyway. I know. Whoa. What the heck is that? Whoa. A kitty cat fight. Have you heard weird noise in the background? That's exactly what that was. You guys chill out. No catnip tomorrow. But anyway, folks, talk amongst yourselves or check us out on Facebook. Check out Hawaiian Hauntings. If you like, you know, you can check out Ghosts of Hawaii too. We got great admins, interesting stories, interesting people that tell the stories. You name it, we got it. Irish pops in there. He shares videos as well. Check out his channel and everything else too. I do shadow puppets. If you notice, I do like this is a raptor. Anyway, different people do different things in the Facebook community and on YouTube and everything else too. So check it out. You know, everyone has their own thing that they like to share. Pokey too. I don't know if Pokey's still on, but brother Pokey, check him out. He's got some great things going on. The man is great at videos and editing, and he's got some interesting stuff too. Yeah, he's over here. Yeah, Bruce is cruising. Yeah, there's Pokey right there, folks. Check out his channel. Pokey, I forget, is it just called Pokey? I haven't checked out anyone's channel in a long time, but check out Pokey. Click on his name. Go check it out. Check out everything too. Yeah, that's my cat is my roommate actually, and it's nice. You know, I mean, I feed him and he does things for me. You know, rubs against me and purrs, and it makes me feel better at times. It's good therapy to have cats. And in any event, folks, always a great time talking to all of you. You want to check out more of these things, again, check out the groups, check out Hawaiian Hauntings and stuff. And we tell stories about these things. Yeah, my anonymous human roommate. It's always good to talk to you folks. And you know what I always say at the end, and thank you, Genuine. I'm genuine as well. Thank you, all of you folks, for always being here and finding what I do interesting. Because I find what you folks say and do interesting as well. Ghosts of Hawaii. You know the rest of it, folks. Yeah, thank you, Aaron and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Well, me, I can go. Well, whoever you're talking, I don't know who you're talking about. Tuesday, Wednesday, go live. But I can, upon a request, I can go live. If you guys pop in a comment or whatever you want me to go live, I can go live and we just sit down, talk story. Um, Definitely Pokey, and Joe and everyone else. We got to work on the next thing. Yeah, sure, not a problem. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't we switch it to, okay, Aloha, you brought up a good point before we leave. Why not switch it to UFOs? Because it's Lent. Maybe I know Irish and I get into ha 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 ha. See, I talk about UFOs and the lady turns off my computer. No, I'm just kidding. Um, and we can talk about UFOs. We can talk about that. Oh, that's right. Tuesday, Wednesdays. I got it, Joe. Got it. I got it. I got it completely. I can come on and we can talk live either on the phone or on YouTube, whatever. Have all of you folks here and talk. And Irish got some good stuff on UFOs. I think Lewis and everyone and some other people, Rini and some other stuff, other people have stuff to say about UFOs as well. And we never finish off part two about, I know Joe was kind of interested in that, that we had 1 month of UFO sightings in Kaneohe back in 1995. And that was scary. Yeah, we can talk. I say Irish got some stuff to say about ET. I'll talk about the second part of that. And I left off the last time right when we got to what was going on in Kaneohe. And so I'll kind of like, we'll start talking about the UFOs and I'll bring up what happened with my experiences with that. Pretty damn scary. Just as scary as ghosts, trust me. Oh, I bet you a lot of people wanted that too, Lewis. I mean, seriously. But we can talk UFOs, man. We can talk classic UFO. We can talk modern UFO, any UFO. We can do any of that stuff. Yeah, the sounds of trumpets that are heard around the world right now that's going on. A lot of videos on that. There was even 1 or 2 videos that occurred with the sound of trumpets in the sky that was done on the Big Island. For those of you that are wondering about the trumpet phenomenon, yeah, it was also on the Big Island. And if you watch those videos and you hear the trumpets, listen carefully for like what sounds like angelic voices that are singing in the background. We're living in very scary times. Yeah, there's YouTube videos on it. See, now you maybe want to watch YouTube after this. Yeah, and I'm on YouTube. Isn't that like a redundant thing to say? I want to watch some of these videos about the trumpet. You know, we'll talk about the trumpets. I tell you what, let's set up a date for a discussion about trumpets. We'll talk about what we think is going on with that, because there's a lot of theories going on with the trumpet phenomenon that's taking place. We'll watch some of the videos. That's your homework, guys. We'll do UFOs and trumpets. Watch some of your videos that you would like to discuss and the theories that you've heard versus your own ideas. Let's bring that all into the fray in what we do here. I promise she won't be here. I promise she won't be for the discussion, but we will talk about that. So watch some videos, and I don't know if anyone's still here. What the frick? I had to follow my own advice. I go back into the stream. I already explained that. I explained how that works. I explained that. So I'm just back to say goodnight, but jeez. I don't know if that's her doing that or whatever the case may be. Someone told me about using Streamlab and all this other stuff. But yes, folks, I am calling it a night. Good night, everyone. Good to see you. I'm back to say aloha, and that we will be talking soon. Ghosts of Hawaii, you know the rest, folks. You're home for a dose of that. Johnny, it's good to see you. We will be having a discussion on UFOs and and the phenomenon involving trumpets heard around the world, including in Hawaii as well. Do your homework. Watch some of these videos on UFOs. Give us your impressions. If you have stories to share about that, please do share them. We'll be doing a two-part segment, one on UFOs, one on trumpets. We're going to be doing two of these discussions. I know how much you love the discussions. I'll see if I can use Streamlabs. Maybe that works better. I don't know. Maybe YouTube is haunted. I already said my channel is probably haunted. Maybe things around me are going on that I don't want to know about. Oh, yeah. Thank you if you guys press the like button. I honestly, truly appreciate the like button. It's a nice thing. Oh, I know. I heard about that. I haven't looked at it yet, but no. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff. Aerial stuff. Let's talk about the cities in the sky too. You folks got your homework cut out for you. But pick and choose your topic. UFOs, trumpets, the cities in the sky, everything aerial. Watch some of these videos. It's a great thing because you get to enjoy the interesting content on YouTube while staying away from the weird stuff. And then we can have a discussion about these things. Just to let you know, part 1 will be UFOs. The next topic that we will do, whenever that is, we will talk about UFOs, probably maybe this week or next week. We'll do part 2 of that. You guys thought I was doing the thing in the dark, but there goes my computer. That's crazy. And with that said, folks, I will talk to you again soon. Ghost of Hawaii, your host for a dose of ghosts and all that stuff. I will talk.